long as the body is existing, there will continue to be a kind of maturing taking place, becoming deeper and deeper and purer and purer, against a background of unchanging awareness. So on the one side, there is only the unchanging awareness, the thing which she is referring to, that this is always still, always the same. It is always the same. But somehow inside me, there is some behavior is changing. The way in which life is appearing, and there seems to be something here that is becoming more refined, more kind, more gentle. What is realization of the self? Realization is on both sides. One is the recognition that there is the unchanging awareness which has not evolved into itself because it's always perfect. But the purpose, it seems, of the manifest existence, when I appear like I'm a living being, brought up in a particular culture, in a particular way, and all of this way is expressing inside this body also. And there was a belief that there's a me that this life is happening to, and I'm becoming more angry or becoming more wise, and all of these things is there also. And I'm noticing, as a result of being in satsang, listening, contemplating, that what it is affecting is not the awareness, but actually this dynamic being seems to becoming more refined, more gentle, more kind, less tight, less full of desire, less attachment, becoming more and more. Gradually what is happening is that the sense of myself as I am the body, I am this person, why is life like this, I want to be this, I want to just realize myself, all these noise are leaving also. Because this maturing is coming in somehow to just be the same as awareness itself. There isn't a person becoming better and better. What is happening is that the person is slowly vanishing. Okay? And what remains is just the dynamic existence, the pure existence, without the projection, the psychological projection that comes from the idea of a person. And now there is the life which simply unfolds, that the consciousness that appeared as individuality in order to somehow refine itself through life, to become more just free of identity and of personality and personhood, now is the same as just the natural mind. It has no personal content anymore. Life is still experienced, there's still the senses, there's taste, but there's no identity, there's no me and you and this and that and this fire, this conflict, this violence is gone. So somehow, on the level of duality, the sense of the person became the presence, and then the presence is now absorbed also in the absolute, and there's just that one. So there's the absolute which cannot be seen, and there seems to be the absolute that can be seen. But the absolute that can be seen is momentary. It belongs to the field of change, and it just continuously changing. Also, Papaji say, you cannot come to the end of this becoming deeper and deeper and more refined and more refined. So what is going to happen then when this body finishes? When the body finishes, is there a story to finish with it? Well, you can see from inside your own being in your own life as you're living, there is a sense of relationships, and there is the dynamic and the deep connection with beingness and relationship and so on. But at the same time, there is an ability in us that when you change your attention to something, the old thing doesn't stick inside. There's something fresh about experiencing. I am not suffering from yesterday. You understand? Whatever happened yesterday is not affecting me today. My last thought is not alive in me now. You see? So this is what I refer to like writing on water. If you have a strong identity, it is still holding on to memory. It needs memory. It needs the kind of evidence that I was yesterday. And many people are still trying to solve a problem about yesterday that really doesn't exist apart from in the mind. But this sense of continuity, of identity is still very tight. So it's still being lived, although it's not alive. What is going to happen? I can't say what is going to happen. In a way, nothing is going to happen. And in a way, I cannot say, so what, will you be born again? Well, you can think, but okay, first of all, who am I? Who is born now? And you have to be quiet with this question. See, who am I now? That you're saying then after this, then the next time. What is even this time even? Who is here even in this time even? There's a consciousness, and there is also a sense of individuality. There is a kind of individuality, because when consciousness awakens to the reality inside itself in one body, it doesn't automatically awaken to itself in all the bodies. So there is an individuality sense there. What happens when the consciousness awakens to the truth in one body? It knows inside this body, I am the same reality in all the bodies. It knows this. The details may be different. They may have, because each flower has its own perfume. This is fine. But that is not such a hugely significant thing, because the consciousness has many perfumes, but the core of it is the same. And this is the foundation of love, actually, because it is the unity of being. When you know, I am the same one in this body at the root of it, you see, then I cannot help but loving myself in that body. The love is just there, because you know it's the same self that is inside everyone, playing through the different surfaces, the different aspects, the different conditioning, and it comes out like one flower is making cakes and biscuits and breads and all different things, but the root of it is just the flower. The same one consciousness is playing in each form, creating its completely unique expression like that. But inside it is all the same thing. This is what I call the unity of love. When you are in this space, you are not concerned, or after I die, what's going to happen? It doesn't seem to have too much power, because this introspection is not relating to time, and the mind is relating to time. When this body drops, what's going to happen? This is coming out of the fear. You can only contemplate and keep contemplating, because in your contemplation you find I'm here, and whatever will happen next you're not concerned about. The next moment, the next life, the next life after that life. Maybe this life was at some point the fear you had in another life. What's going to happen? Where am I going to be next? Well, actually you're here. I can't say like this. I don't know like that. For me, there is something that is fascinatingly unified in itself, and there's tremendous joy in that, and the peace in that. So whatever comes out of that, it has to be good. Whatever is going to be next is got to be good, like this is good, or better, if you want to say like that. If the tree is good, the fruits will be good. Maybe at a certain point, this old topic of enlightenment or not enlightenment will just leave you. As I said today, someone who goes around and says, yes, I'm awake, most probably is not awake. Because as one's attention is focused in the root, you don't want to say anything like that. You are content without even making any statement. You don't know what you are to say, oh, I am awake. You don't know what you are. Just the natural sense, I am. And it has no measurement on it. It has no limits, because limits are also seen.